Alright, today I'm going to show you how to cut a big tree with a small saw, relatively small chainsaw. It's a 14-inch works. Bought it the other day, it's the fourth day using it. It's got tremendous power. It's never bogged down. Nice sharp chain. I cut the normal branches, well, limbs too, trunks, straight through. It can do up to 28 inches because it's 14 inches. So you just double that because you walk around the stump. But in a case like this where I got a big, I'm working on the end of the tree now. It fell over and I just rotted out. You can see it rotted out. 3-day rainstorm, and then the wind pushed it over. I didn't even know it was bad. Luckily it didn't hurt the neighbor. So done like I say, these parts with the regulars. Just 14-inch saw did all this. Got to a point where I'm on top of a fence and I gotta be careful. Even if I could, I wouldn't want to cut straight through. I want to see what I'm doing. So what I did was just cut deep, and then start cutting a whole bunch of little cuts, and then I go sideways, and then I go like that, and I go like that. I'm not going to show you because I don't have a tripod and you understand what I'm doing. So you just end up cutting out little chunks, and the number one thing to not pinch your saw when you're cutting down, except for the initial first cuts, don't ever bury. I did snag the blade one time, but luckily I got it out with some wedges. But don't ever let the top of this blade where you can't see it. Always see at least one part of this chain as you're chipping away, going down. And it turns out I did it twice. Now, I was hoping you could do it with the saw because I'm kind of afraid of 18-inch saws for one thing, and it's cheaper to buy a cheaper saw, and I'm hardly ever going to use it. Less space to store it. 14-inch saw over a 18-inch saw. But I did it here also. Same kind of idea. Here's one of the pieces I cut out. I put it in the fire, but I got it back out to show you. It turned out, for whatever reason, that this area, even though it's closer to the bottom of the stump, the bottom of the tree, it cut a lot easier. And it's possible because of all these dark spots of softer wood or something, or more rotted wood. This was harder. So the top of the tree was dead, the middle of the tree was more green, and then the end, see how it's really decaying and stuff. So maybe that's why it's easier too. And I wasn't thinking about cutting this because I do have an area here I'd like to get to. Otherwise it's blocked between the two fences. This is an easement area. You got a fence on that side, and 7 foot away you got that fence I got to replace. But I might actually try cutting some of this, because if it's dead, maybe we'll just saw right through it. See how it's all rotted out. Well, if you like this video on how to cut a big tree, a big limb. Now, I'm not talking about cutting them down whenever they're standing or felling a tree, in other words. I wouldn't try that method with this, but for a tree that's already down, it can be done. All right, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe.